All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It has been a wild first week of August. It's doing a lot better than a lot of people expected, and we did get a lot of earnings. Today, there's a bunch of 20 and 30% moves, so you're definitely going to have a lot of action there, but all in all, we're going to wrap it up. There's no real data. We're actually hearing Russia, Putin held phone call with China Xi. That's just coming out right now. So we might hear a couple of these headlines, but when it's all said and done, I think we're going to coast into the end of the week here. And then before you know it, it's all about the data on CPI. That's why the title right now is very, very simple, my friends. It's all about the economy. So we talked about it on the watch list, man. No, you have a big or a small range today. It doesn't even matter, because when it's all said and done, everybody is going to react to the data on Tuesday. That will be the snapback to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, he don't, man, and he won't. He's, okay, sorry. All right, I think you get it. But that being said, my friends, we only got a minute. I got some plays. We watching Expedia, TTD, Sweet Greens, Fig, Owl, and MP. I want to see what those MP contracts do. I'm a big fan. So yeah, other than that, Chad, let's have a good day. I didn't go to the bathroom, but I think I could wait. You know what I'm saying? I think I could wait. I think we'll be good. But yeah, if you need anything, you let me know. Bro, this song is amazing. Dude, you guys have no idea. I wish I could trade and listen to music like back in the day. I'll make $1 million of this shit, dog. Oh, I love it. You got 20 seconds.
Put me on the play and I'm in there like swimwear, and this is before I even reach in here. Got ops trying to pop me and police trying to cuff me, just trust me, it's ugly, I've been there. That snitching get colder than Big Bear. Bro shipped the pack, he just hoping to get there. Sentenced to 10, but he's going on his 5th year. So many folded, but I'm too solid to switch gears. The ops need a note on their ass, that's a kick here. Your robbing still have the tag and them kicks weak. Before I continue, it's one thing I have to get clear. How did you get out on a murder in like 6 weeks? If you see—
Okay, all right, we out here, baby. Again, did you guys see that VWAP? The VWAP is tweaking out today. But round one, fight. All right, and then Meta, dude, Meta did something today, and I'm actually surprised that more people aren't talking about it. Does anybody know what I'm bringing up? Meta did something. Did you hear about it? All right, and then Sweet Greens again. Unless Sweet Greens goes to like $6 today, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have any plans to buy Sweet Greens, okay? But if it does get cheap enough, we could always be down. All right. Oh, your MPs hit, but like you could have done better. I'm just a greedy bastard. They're not bad. Oh, they have limited contracts. That's why. All right, I made MP free one of the sets there. I like that play. It moves slow, and then you know what MP gonna do, right? MP gonna go up 10%, sell off, and then go back up 12. So yeah, just watch out. Yeah, core weed, but dude, Meta took out a $29 billion loan today for a data center. And bro, I heard that and I was like, man, if that was Elon Musk, y'all would have been writing so many articles freaking out and talking about it. But yeah, like low key, bro, Zucker's doing the spending spree again, but nobody's talking about it. It's kind of freaking me out. Because I'm like, dude, it's 29 billion. That's like what? Wasn't that the amount for the Twitter deal? Or like half of it? And I think interest rates are higher. So yeah, and then a lot of the NB is going up. You even have MO if you still have any of those free sets. They should have time. And then we are up 0.3. Everything's matched up. You got the Russell kind of leading the way here. So let's see. Oh, those apples. Little scammers. Trip. That was, and then Expedia. And then again, look at MO. That one's the one I'm seeing. I thought I had one more. I should. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're still up 85. You got time on them too. Yeah, TTD, bro. It wasn't even bad earnings, but it was one of those names that it didn't really recover. Kind of like Whirlpool, if you guys remember. You know, like TTD was getting clapped, and then they kind of had the recovery, and then you have an earnings that like doesn't show the recovery is good. You get smacked right back down. But yeah, that one was a big one. No, I'm not looking to buy XYZ, but they had a really good earnings. I liked it, but I don't really like them even post earnings, and sadly, I prefer PayPal. Yeah, it was Pimco, I think, and then Owl. Those are the ones related to the 401k stuff. Swiss Gold Association concerned about implications of tariffs on gold. Isn't that funny, bro? We were just talking about it. UVXY again. Nasdaq up a quarter. Do I have the other one up? I should. Let's see. Equal weight's not doing bad. So equal weight is actually still right below the SPY. You got Procter & Gamble, General Mills, a couple of staples going up. But yeah, I hope you guys see it there. This is it's hard to tell the difference right now. It's just all Russell leading, and then yeah, we're gonna have to give it like 30 minutes. Pinterest on the high again. Watch those staples. Yeah, staples going straight up. If that goes all day, that'd be great. But watch for the moment these two flip. Or again, staples are eventually gonna stop. Let's see where healthcare's at. Healthcare's actually doing good. And then again, NVO got an upgrade. They're back to the 50s. And then, yeah, Nibis is at 70, bro. That's crazy. Remember, that 55 was the level. You're $20 above that now. Let's see. Tesla. Palantir. Summit. Which one was the other one? There was another big earnings this morning. TTD. Oh, Guild. The Guild and Expedia, and then Twilio. Those are the other ones. Yeah, Guild is still going up. They've been a little volatile. Expedia has already given up a couple percentage points. Again, I'm surprised they ever even went up. Hood, ICLR, Ethereum. I don't know where Bitcoin's at. Yeah, Bitcoin's actually down on the day. Again, gold. I'm surprised gold even went down on the tariff thing. You would have thought you would have got more front run. JD Vance will discuss economic partnership with technology with LAMI. UK and US can do better. It's coming out now. I was gonna say, I saw Ethereum going up, but Bitcoin's not. And then SPY's kind of staying chilled here. You got staples and healthcare. Some of the underperformers this week. Staple was actually the leader, but they're moving. Yeah, I liked XYZ a lot. I like their earnings. I love Bradley Frizzle. Are you kidding me? Oh, I did not even see that one coming. I thought, hard. Wow. Look at Boeing, too. Oh, my Peach Nation. Happy Friday. Dude, that was snuck right in. Wow. Amazing. God bless you, Bradley. How you doing, man? Oh, let's have a good Friday. And then now let's see Boeing, bro. If you get a trade deal, you got the peach. All you need is a Donald Trump trade deal right now, and Boeing gonna do it. Oh, they don't feel me. JD Vance, no plans to recognize a Palestinian state. All right. So watch, staples now, 3 candles. See if they give it up now, and then see if tech takes off. Look, you're getting staples coming down now, and then watch if the SPY and all of the big tech starts to go. UNH. Humana's down. Who's the other one? Pinduoduo on the high. I haven't even looked at China. Yeah, MP, it came down. It's coming down a little bit, but at least we got to make them free. Oh shit, I forgot about Walmart. AMD again, AMD is going up. They had the supercomputer, the dojo thing with Tesla. And then MP's going down, so wait till that comes back up later in the day. Then Pinterest going up. They were down earlier, so they've recovered about 5%. Twilio's still knocked. That was one of the bad earnings there. Chilling. I'm watching staples in healthcare. I feel like we're gonna do that a lot, but watch out to see if those, again, they're already kind of inversing, and bonds too. I actually didn't think about that. OPEC oil output rises to 270 a day in June. You got some oil stuff coming out now. I want to say it's oil data today, but I don't think anything is important in terms of data. No, we don't have any day. Again, Tuesday, this is what I keep saying. The good part about what we got going on is that it's all about the economy. And once you get the real data, you're going to snap back into it. But unfortunately, or fortunately, we only have to wait till Tuesday. So other than that, though, I don't think anything. Maybe the weekend will be important, but even if the weekend is important, you guys just got to look at it, CPI, and it's really related to what we had last Friday. This is what I was saying, is that last Friday caused everything. This was the jobs, the new Fed, it changed rate cut odds, all of that. So CPI is also a part of the BLS. That's also what the drama was around. So it's simple. I think you guys could see it. Look at the market right now. What do you think is going to happen if you get a 2 standard deviation rise in inflation? Is it real? You know what I'm saying? Even if we go up 5% today and you have a hot CPI on Tuesday, you all know what's going to happen. And then vice versa. Everybody's worried. You're still kind of elevating. If you get a low CPI, mother effers are going to run with it up until Jackson Hole, or until you get the, I think, non-farm. You probably get like a ISM in between or something, or a consumer sentiment, and then that's it. So that's what I'm saying. It's just all about the economy, and whether, there's a lot of other things you could juggle right now, but the economy way weaker or way stronger than what we see now, that's what everybody wants to know. That's the important stuff for rates and policy, let alone the new people getting added to other places. Yeah, Eli Lilly, I just put that up. They had a run. Tesla and AMD. And now this SPY, you had bonds flush it prior. So bonds went down first, and then this SPY. Russell has given it up. Russell was the leader there 10 minutes ago. Now it's the NASDAQ. All those gains went to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ up a half. Everything up just above a quarter. Dow is right, or SPY is just below half. Yeah, UNH and XLV, XLP. But XLP now is kind of stalling, which I kind of expected if everything runs. That's what I'm saying. It's working like a rotation. Bonds going down, and then XLV is doing good. Just hopefully it does. It's actually leading. It's up 0.7. Tesla, Dell on the high. AMD again. Uranium. Yeah, a lot of the Earth plays, and then now chips. Okay, SPY, new high of the day. Why did SPY? It doesn't matter. I don't know why it did, but I think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just, we have a very big or small range today, but you're going to ask that question a lot. Everybody will, but I just would ignore it. And I would focus ahead to what you got next week. On BMNR, no, I don't have any thoughts. Tesla, City, where's Banks? Banks are up, but they're coming down. Still green on the day. As you said, Bitcoin's not going. Oh, no, it is. It was Ethereum that started first. And then China's been oddly quiet. We haven't got anything there. TTD China, again, that thing's down 36%, bro. I bought Bitcoin on the high. Drop more than half by July. Isn't it crazy? It's not even July, though, bro. Like, it's August. Do you realize how fast this year is going, Chad? I don't think they feel me, bro. I don't think they feel me. Alright. What? They just jacked those up? Come on. Which one is that? Well, yeah, a lot of I mean, if it doesn't have quality, it could go $40 to $5. That's what, that is what we have learned recently. All right. I have an idea. Yeah, we already made them free, but that one has been doing good. Even NB, anything rare earth has still just been running since we've been talking about it. I'm just playing it safe. I make them free right away. Google, Swiss plane maker Pilatus pauses U.S. deliveries. I didn't even know they had a plane. Look at Boeing. Boeing might move off of that. And then Bank of America cuts Eli Lilly. You got a bunch of price targets coming out. MSTR on the high. I saw your message, brother. It was just distracting. That's why I didn't read it. I'm proud of you, but don't flex. Thank you. You guys gotta see yesterday's video. We're gonna be really big on focusing in the morning. So thank you. Pins on the high. And then LB, all right, you're getting a weird mix now. Because look, NASDAQ's starting to go, and this SPY, but I can't even tell. Now, yeah, you're getting some more tech on there. This one's a little bit different. What's driving this? That's a third time. So I'm gonna count how many times again, it's gonna be nothing, you guys. I'm telling you. It is all gonna be nothing. You can move up 100% if you want it down, and then we're all gonna snap back to reality on Tuesday. Good or bad, I don't know what that reality will be, but yeah, you're in this weird middle ground. BZAI fraud short report. It's $3. I would be very careful. There's not meat on the bone for that. So max you're gonna make is $3.40 if it goes to 0.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
That's it, bro. Come on, Bailey. I just said don't get distracted, and you're trying to distract them. All of us. I don't like this, you guys. I love you, but I need y'all locked in. No drifting. I was going to your channel to ban you for breaking the rules. Thank you. After I just said not to be distracting. Katos. Actually, that one's going up a decent amount. I don't know what the other drone one was. Federal Reserve to cut by 25 in September. Damn. So you got another big bank moving towards that. Katos, big volume here at the high. So again, remember, Jackson Hole. We even talked about it a little bit yesterday. If the data starts to get good enough or confirming rate cuts, think about it. He's going to use Jackson Hole to kind of signal the major shift like he did in 2022 or 2021. No, 2022. He waited a damn year. KHC, that's another value on the high. Yeah, Ethereum's been going just straight from the morning. It actually started before Bitcoin. There's AIP. Bitcoin's actually still red on the day. And then gold is about to go up. You did have big news on gold in terms of the tariff stuff. But remember, the tariff stuff on gold, that's what caused some of the front run at the beginning of the year. You guys remember that? So it's funny because now that you're announcing it, it's not there. Oil, almost, give it another 30 cents. It'll be $1. But yeah, oil's starting to pop right now. Meta, like I said, the Meta news was a little weird. They literally took out a $28 billion loan today to fund a data center. All I could think about was Twitter. I was like, wait a minute, this reminds me of Elon. I guess since it's not Twitter, people don't freak out the same way. Yeah, oil's starting to skyrocket right now. WPL, Wheaton. Precious metals. That's good. I'm glad Ethereum's actually moving. Finally. It was, who was it? PIMCO? It was PIMCO, and then I think even Owl was one of these hedge funds that partnered up. They gave them $28 billion, and they're carrying the majority of the note. Nice. And then Root on the low. You guys were asking me about that yesterday. I just not a fan of it. It's moved. Remember, it was at like $8. Yeah, TTD had a bad earnings. We already went over that with the recovery. Tesla's still holding. Oh, Owl. I think it was Blue Owl. This is one of those, and they're going up on the 401k news. These are one of those. This is a PE fund. Yeah, all of them because of MP. So MP had really good earnings, bro. And then all the rare earths are just, they're all getting excited. And then Google now, that's on the high. That's up 1.9. Is that the best one? And then Amazon flushing a little bit while Google goes up. But Google is literally the best big tech right now. That's up almost 2%. 4,000 Ethereum. Oh, it's good, bro. Let it move. Finally. Meg. CSX, where's healthcare? much chilling. Staples stopped moving. MP on the low. Bro, I'm telling you, it's up 9, now up 3. Just watch by the end of the day where this thing will be. That's what we talked about yesterday. It's either going to be the damn top or it's going to start going to 100. But that I do not know. Russian held call with Modi discussed U.S. envoy visit. I know Google's leading Mag 7 right now. So very nice. Very, very nice. Hood. Cool. Again, oil, watch out for that. Again, we have the gold stuff. We could get the oil we're supposed to hear this weekend on everything. So let's see. God bless Trump and Ethereum. And God bless God, bro. God bless the Chad, baby. Thank you, Ciro. Man, God bless you, bro. I even had to, bro, Ciro gave me a $2.99 one, and I was like, bro, we getting distracted, dog. I love you, baby. God bless, man, and amen. I'm a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of that. BMY, and then let's see. Yeah, bro, 40-30. So again, Bitcoin's not moving. Ethereum, this is its biggest breakout since like the beginning when Trump was doing the little run up. Remember when we'd stream and everybody would go crazy on the crypto? Yeah, bro. So it's like one breakout that's leading to the bigger breakout. So you broke this little range, but yeah, you just got to get above like 4,200, and then you go 42. We're gonna go to 45. And then if you could actually survive that, we might hit 5,000. But then again, if it doesn't, here we go back to the fucking gulag. Don't get it twisted, bro. Don't get it twisted. It could go all the way up, and if it doesn't, we go back to the gulag with Ethereum. Because Ethereum's been gulagged for like 3 years, bro. Oh, Boeing. Yes, sir. Boeing's pretty big right there. I don't know, man. That's on you if you want it. All right, $20. I'm down. I'm down for Bradley Frizzle. Let's go, baby. I don't know what it is though. I think it might be cap. I'm just put a small one on. Apple dropped. I don't know. Yeah, no, Apple's going up now. And then remember, Google led the way, and you got gold, and you got oil. There's Symbiotic on the low, and Tesla now. So you're getting a couple little tech ramps as we are speaking. Yeah, literally, they all turned up right now. Except for NVIDIA and AMD and the chips. Like your more Mag 7, Amazon, Google. Actually, Amazon's been going down as Google's been going up. So it's really not all of them, but just you could kind of see it. But all morning, high-low ticker has been balanced out. We'll get you guys a checkup here in like 2 minutes. The top of the hour. No news, no news. That'll be the 4th time. I'm telling you guys, you're going to just get nonsense. Do you understand? You could get big moves up, big moves down. You'll see like a breaking news candle. It'll be different, but for the most part, I am very, very confident in this. And I think it's been playing out all week. Oh, legal. Oh, man, bro, you started it off yesterday, baby. God bless y'all, man. Thank you. And we'll get to it afterwards, too. I'm going to give y'all shout-outs. Let's get through our morning. Let's figure out how they're trying to fuck us, and then we'll go from there. Then we'll have a good time. LZ, I've been seeing that one go up. Rocket Labs, CRMD, Core Medics. That's a fat pop. A little bit. 2.5 on one candle. Could trigger, but that's moving now. Don't know what it is. I've heard of Core Medics. It's not is it an ambulance or am I tripping? I think someone told me about Commodities. Yeah, they got price target raise and then earnings. That's it. They beat earnings by like 10 cents and guided up. NSC, I saw a couple of railways earlier. And then Google, man. Google is kind of unreal. But then this week, you've kind of switched off. One of the big tech names would have a crazy day. Everybody else would do nothing. Remember, Apple did 6% today, or this week. So, kind of nuts. And then SPY just slowly melting up. Like I'm saying, man, you're going to have a huge range. Or it could be small, but whether we move up, even if we hit a new high, just remember Tuesday. So if it goes up, think front run. Just in general, people are going to start positioning on what they believe. All right. And then I'm getting rid of that Boeing. Actually, last time I did it, they hit. Because they're the same price. I want to sell them. All right, I'll just fucking hold it. Oxy on the high. CNC 2. Again, oil was just moving. Yeah, CNC, that's part of healthcare, so I don't know. Watch if, yeah, UNH at the high. MP going red almost. Elevons, yeah, healthcare starting to break out. And Staples a little, but healthcare is the winner. It was Staples and healthcare in the morning, but then now Staples kind of lagging. And now tech's doing good. But then the Dow also picked up some, and then Russell's staying the same. That's the weird part about today. Because Russell opened up 1%, sold off, or it gapped up, it was like 0.5%. And that sold off while everything else has moved. But it's only been 30 minutes. Good morning. Zeta on the low, PGY, HLF, GD, and then I want GH. And then remember Hyatt. And then Expedia gave up some of that. Just got gifted, baby. Amen. At least twice. Hey, man. The more prepared, the better. I'm telling you. And then just remember, too, as you watch, think for yourself and apply it. And it'll be wonderful. The more you do that, the more you're going to build your edge. I'm telling you, bro. I think yesterday's philo, I think it woke up a lot of y'all. Because I'm being dead serious, bro. You could leave all the Jesus shit aside, man. Y'all want to do this for a living? Y'all want to, you got to work, dog. Some of y'all need to focus. So, yeah, man, the more and more and you get prepared, I'm just telling you, bro, you're in a game right now. At no other time in my life in this career have people been this least prepared than I've ever seen. You understand me? With all of what we have, people are less prepared now more than ever. So get your edge, baby. Take it. I'm telling you. Yeah, I was going to say Walmart. Remember, Walmart was one of those 3% names earlier this week. But remember, we hit 800% on Walmart. And I did a rollover, but the rollovers are up. That's what got me looking at it. Man is the stock on the high. SPY on the high. Then Hood. Then Google. Now Micron. If you could get the chips to play along, that'll add more. Like if you could get NVIDIA and AMD to go beyond what they already have given you, it could start looking a little bit better. Other than that, you're up 0.6 now on the SPY. SPY is matching up with the NASDAQ. So you're getting a little bit more broadening out with healthcare and some of the other stuff. Look at equal weight. So SPY hasn't really broken too much. I guess it is. Yeah, they're both the same. But I'm very impressed with SPY. That has to be Google, though, because equal weight's only up by 0.4. So, yeah. Sweet Green's the move. The watch list is the move. As I was just saying, preparation. People are not prepared more than ever. So yeah, it's there. It's somewhere there. Okay, oil chilled a little bit. TTD just failed recovery. INSP. Like I said, you could get NVIDIA, a couple of these chips playing along more than they already are. I think that's going to lift you up. You got Apple and Google adding the extra 0.25% to the SPY versus equal weight. And then NASDAQ. And now Russell's starting to go. So take note. Like right here. Remember, I was just telling you, Russell's not fucking moving. So yeah, it might start to go from here. And then MSTR again, Ethereum. That was also getting some attention here. Damn, kind of right. High tickers kind of gassing. Saw a couple of healthcare plays and oil and chips. Yeah, bro, Google's just doing its thing. All right, we'll see if healthcare goes up. Chevy, welcome, baby. Thanks, whoever gifted you. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope you watched the watch list. Now use it. Get your edge, baby. I don't know if they feel me, bro. Yeah, Bitcoin was down a little bit, but Ethereum's up 4 though. So just one of those days, you know. Ethereum outperformance. Let's see. Yeah, Sound did do well. That was up 30% in the morning. I didn't look at their report. It is back. Wasn't it at this price at one point or no? Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I remember. I think I sold it here or one of these because we had it at like $4 or something. Okay, I'm seeing more Bitcoin on the high now. iBit, even iRobot. Non-members cannot watch the watch list, not anymore, no. Is Amazon still dropping? Yeah, Amazon's at the low. So that's the one that's not really getting it today. Oh, is that XLP? Woo! All right, Staples a little bit, but I just don't like Amazon. Look at low ticker is stopping. So low ticker is not really moving as much. You got some of those earnings that were bad, but that's it. You're broadening out a little bit more now. It's kind of everything. Chevy. Yeah, we made good money on Sound. We didn't get like the crazy, but I mean it was like $2 to $4 to like 10 or 12. I was more than happy. Bitcoin miners. All right, bro. You're broadening out is everything. Oil, commodities, the rare earths. You don't got NVIDIA and Amazon as much. NVIDIA is actually green, but look, you're just stopping now. Just straight melt. Again, in a weird way, I think there's just a front run to the CPI. And that's what's going to make it difficult because the more it moves, you're going to get these emotions. But then Tuesday, that's it. Confirm or deny, as the watch list has said. Only long term. Wait for it. Gold. Yeah, he loves gold. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't banned him. He pumps gold like once every quarter, and I'm kind of down with it. You might be my new Peter Schiff, Gary. You know, I like Peter, but I don't really talk to Peter, so, you know, I could accept. I could accept, bro. TSM. Okay, that one's down too. And LMT. Oh, dude. Where's Intel? We haven't talked about Intel today. And gold on the low. Oh, no. All right, now you're getting a little candle with the bond spike. And oil. Russia said to plan Ukraine deal cementing Russian grains. Whoa. Yeah, I think we're getting a deal. Hold on. This might be big. I can't confirm yet, bro. They're talking Russia deal. So I want to say it's fake, bro. But yeah, no, they're talking Russia. U.S. Russia said plan to cement Ukraine deal. And now they're talking grains and oil. Remember I told you that we're expecting today to Monday to hear this Russia-India shit. That sounds good, but I don't trust it. So yeah, oil's dumping off of that. That's a big deal, though. If maybe it is our piece, I don't know, but it just sounds like that. So yeah, that'd be good for the market more than anything. I don't think that's a bad set of news, but I just don't know how believable it is. Does that make sense? I think oil should go down, and oil in any scenario, if we don't get a deal, will be used as a weapon. But other than that sounds like good news, but it just kind of came out of nowhere. U.S. and Russia said to plan Ukraine deal cementing Russian grains. That's coming out right now. You probably got it. I'm probably giving you a jump on it. But like I said, I don't know if I trust it. So I was expecting over this weekend. I said it in the morning, we're going to hear the Russia-India shit, but yeah, that's where we are right now. So yeah, bonds a little bit. Dude, check wheat. Believe it or not, check wheat and corn. See, this is why I don't like it. Wheat and corn isn't moving that much. That doesn't make sense. So just take it with a grain of salt, but it just kind of confirms what we were already looking for anyways. Yeah, that would mean the war is borderline coming to an end. But that's just not what the rhetoric and the development sounded like. That's why, we were talking from Monday about oil as a weapon. So that's why I'm like, it's very interesting. I'm not buying it. I just don't believe it. But it could be true. Just because the timing. You have this deadline that everyone's been waiting for. Oil falls as Russia said to plan Ukraine deal. Oh, no. I know what it is. Bullshit, dude. It's going to be fucking Putin, and they're going to get a deal, and they're going to say they're going to work to a deal, then they're going to meet up, and then they're going to bomb each other the next day. Simple as that. They're just buying time. I don't know if... And then I think Trump might fall for it, or Trump's going to say, okay, in the meantime, we're going to do this with oil. But yeah, this is fucking Putin. What he does every time. Yeah, they're going to say, we're planning the deal, they're going to come together, have a deal, and then they're both going to bomb each other the same or the next day. And then that's it. I think Trump just needs to implement oil right away. But then again, I have oil puts, so don't listen to me. But I said this, I bought the puts after I noticed this, and then I told you, so yeah. Because I think Iran is really weak. That whole Iran thing was really, really weird a couple months ago. But yeah, this is what I mean by get your edge. Just pay attention and notice the things earlier and just stop waiting for it to get widely talked about. You don't need cash value. You don't need none of that shit. That's all the important stuff to execution, but this is all I'm saying. I'm like, bro, there's so much info and good info, and we are getting stuff so ahead of time. Rare earths, oil, politics, you name it. And like I'm saying, I'm literally just watching thousands of people get the info and then only choose to react to it later, or only when the price moves. And then I'm like, dude, you want to make money, you react before the price moves. And that's how you're going to make money. But yeah, it's get your edge, bro. Lock in. QNR. All right. Well, you came down a little bit, even though I think that was just a bullish thing, but we kind of chilled from there. So not bad, my friends. Not bad. deal that would confirm territorial gain. Yeah, not grains, gains. I'm not the man. Don't compliment me. I hate flattery now. I even said that to you before we even listened to it. That's the crazy part. So thank you, but no thank you. And then don't tell me if you left and didn't come back. Just go, do it. Get the long term. Don't talk about it. Do it, and I hope I see you by the end of the year. If not, we're just talking. I love you all. Let's go. The next level is here. If you do not want to be a part of it, my brother, you don't have to. That's all. All that's required is action. Not one chat, nothing. Just action, bro. And that's it. There's no, if anything, I'm going to probably treat you harder if you left and came back and told me. Because that's it. All you got to do is execute. Every day. On a mission. That's it. Focus. Lock in. Eli Lilly, green to red. They got a downgrade. Yeah. Again, we talked about it yesterday. They're just going through their NVO for a little bit. And again, let the dust settle. Swear to sweet greens. Eli Lilly. It's not flattery. You brought me to the Lord. I didn't do anything. I don't even know your name. So that's, praise God. Don't praise me. No flattery. Like I said, the people I see execute the most, they've never complimented me. So we don't need it. I love you all. Believe me, I feel love too. These guys, bro, you know how much money they just gave me for no reason? I just got $200. You know that? They love me. I love them. That's why I wake up every day. I don't care how tired I am. I love them. I'll die for the cult, bro. You have no idea. Praise God. So yeah, you don't have to tell me. Well, let's go. I want to see fruit. I need everybody. I want to be surrounded by the most millionaires ever created in the world. And that's it. Let's get it. What would Timmy do? Caleb. What up, LSU? Thank you, guys. So I was saying, bro. And dude, I'm telling you, the best thank you is just gonna be watching y'all fucking be the man you were created to be. You understand? I'm telling you, bro, to watch y'all get your cribs, to think for yourself, to not have fear, growing, taking care of your family. Are you serious? That's what I'm talking about. So thank y'all, man. And that's how you're going to show it. Nothing else. No other word will ever accomplish that except the word of God. And then you show me. Ceasefire, not peace agreement, by postponing status for 49 to 50 years, lifting oil sanctions, but no NATO expiration. I don't think he's going to. I think it's BS. I think they're going to do it to buy time. But yeah, it said territorial gains. I read it as grains. Oh, shit. No, wait, though. Yo, Ukrainian bonds are moving. Oh, shit. So it might be legit. So depending on how much the Ukrainian bond moves, you might have juice. I'm not going to trade it. I ain't never traded a Ukrainian bond. I'm trying to get a live chart of it. Ah, my YouTube just crashed. Ah! God bless the chat, baby. Amen. Ah, my YouTube just crashed. Yeah. I don't think he will, but yeah. Ukraine is a junk. It's like 28%, dude. Yeah. it's like India. It's worse than India, I think. No. I love you guys, but stop telling me thank you. Bro, go pray and tell Jesus, thank you for making Josh. How about that? Can you do that? Give God the credit, bro. And let's make let's change the world. That's it. But no, I got enough. I'm telling you, bro. Bro, just give me Tim Whitman. You don't remember that day? Bro, I didn't even go live. I thought I was live, bro. And I was just talking. All I saw was Tim Whitman, and I just went, all right, word, bro. That's it. I'm not. Dog. Let's go. Game time. Game time, Chad. You praise your creator, and we work. That's it. Nobody else, nothing else, no fear, no nothing. Do you understand? I keep saying, do you understand? Are you understanding the words coming out of my mouth right now? Show me if you understand. Woo! Dell and Unity and bonds, but like I'm saying, bro, these Ukrainian bonds moving, it might be legit. I'm still gonna think that. I think it's just them trying to buy time, but ironically enough, you're getting some fundamental. Not only have you moved oil on the headline, you moved everything else. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Where's our propaganda?
Which is this business.
All right, BRB.
We are focused on one thing, which is truly long-term value creation.
So you're not going to pay attention to the stock price, I wouldn't think then.
What I would say is we're not going to be in the business of basically managing for the short term. I think if you look at media as a whole, the analogy I kind of like to use is, two things. One, all linear is not equal. I think if you look at broadcast and the power and reach of broadcast and CBS, which is where a vast majority of our linear value is, that's actually not declining or declining very slowly. Cable is obviously being replaced by direct-to-consumer.
Yes.
And so fundamentally, we have to be in the business of becoming a scaled streaming service and replacing our cable business. That absolutely does have to happen. And we're going to invest in more content to be able to get there. We're going to invest into technology to be able to get there. And I do believe it's going to be that combination of great art and storytelling working hand in hand together will ultimately transform the business.
Right, well, you mentioned obviously Paramount Plus is your direct consumer offering, or at least your main one, and it is subscale now, 77 million or so subscribers. Not insignificant, but how do you get to scale? Because you're spending all that money on content, it's obviously a lot better to spread it over a much larger subscriber base.
Yeah, what I would say is we're really excited with actually where we're starting with Paramount Plus, and actually want to be really complimentary to the team and artists and filmmakers and the company that we just acquired. I mean, when you look at the content Taylor Sheridan is creating is truly best in class. Our sports partnerships with the NFL. If you go back to Q4 of last year, when you look at the top 10, according to Nielsen, between the Paramount content engines and the Skydance content engines, we had 40% of the top 10 originals according to Nielsen. So we're going to take those content engines and use that to power our platforms, which we think will make us incredibly competitive. But what we also need to do is really rebuild, and we have a great foundation, but I believe we can significantly improve the user experience for Paramount Plus and really how our overall tech stack works.
So that'll add the subscribers that conceivably you need to take you out of sort of being the, smaller.
Very simply, you need to increase engagement. That comes down to content and storytelling.
It does.
Like you actually you need to have more, and you need to have a better platform to create a better user experience. It's the combination.
You mentioned two things I want to ask questions about both. One is the NFL. My understanding has been, and I know this, there was a change in control provision at CBS in terms of the ownership there, that the NFL could come to you and say, hey, we're going to get out of the deal unless you give us more. My understanding is you have reached a deal with the NFL. I don't know what you're paying them. Is that correct? You have reached a deal, and can you tell us what it cost you?
So what I would say is we have a great relationship with the NFL. And just to give a little bit of history that I'm not sure everyone realizes is, the NFL is actually now an investor in Paramount,
right,
through our joint venture with Skydance Sports. I was incredibly grateful to everything the commissioner obviously said at Sun Valley and all of the feedback we've gotten from ownerships about the importance of our partnership. I want to be clear, though, they still do have an out, but it's not something that we're worried about.
Well, have you negotiated it yet? Is it over and done with?
We've not had that conversation with the NFL. What I can tell you, though, is that we're both committed to being partners for the foreseeable future. And as we get there as a publicly traded company, we obviously can't disclose that till we get there.
Understood. It's such an important component, though, as you say, of your overall content. The deal ends in 29, I think, the current deal with the NFL.
So everybody has an out, and basically, we'll obviously deal with that when the NFL is ready to talk about it.
Do you think you're going to have the financial wherewithal to keep the NFL for the foreseeable future?
We believe we're going to be in business with the NFL for the foreseeable future, yes.
And what about Taylor Sheridan? Obviously, such an important part of Paramount Plus in terms of so many shows that he's created for you. My understanding is he may have the opportunity to go elsewhere should he decide to do that, finish up everything he owes to you. Is that a risk for you guys? Have you spoken to Mr. Sheridan about his future plans?
So I have a really good relationship with Taylor, and I think he is literally a singular genius and content creator. I mean, when you look at him, he literally has a perfect track record. And so from that standpoint, I'm thrilled that we have an exclusive deal with him through 2028, and my goal is to have Taylor call Paramount his home for as long as he wants to be telling stories.
And CBS News. It was interesting.
Oh, sorry, please.
No, what were you going to say?
No, after you, please.
Okay, good. All right, we're going to move on to CBS News for a second because it was interesting to note yesterday, the first three or more questions from your press availability were all about CBS News. Let me get your response to this. Commissioner Gomez on the FCC put a press release out yesterday in which she said CBS now has a government-sanctioned truth arbiter. Their role will be to ensure that journalists at CBS do not criticize its administration or express views that conflict with its agenda. I'd love you to respond to that criticism from the FCC commissioner.
So that's just very respectfully not to the commissioner, just the very opposite of accurate. I mean, when it comes to news, and one of the things I'm truly dedicated towards is being in the truth business and being in the trust business. I think when you think about the legacy of CBS News and 60 Minutes, the home of Walter Cronkite, it is a storied legacy that we intend to honor and carry forward. And and also when you think about the ombudsman, which was obviously
which is what she's referring to there. Yes.
Yes. So by the way, it is not that. It is a vehicle for transparency, not oversight. And it basically is a way for both external and internally for people to provide feedback. And then that gets reported up to the president of Paramount, Jeff Shell. It doesn't get reported anywhere else.
Is it a distraction? I mean, interesting to note, you announced your new big deal. It's the first few questions yesterday. Is it a political liability? Is it going to take up way too much of your time, given its importance to the company overall? I'm talking CBS News here specifically.
Look, what I would say from that standpoint is I think we've been really clear in terms of our dedication to news and independent journalism. But what I will also say, and look, I think this is important, and this is just, I'll talk to me personally. Our number one job is to entertain and inspire audiences around the world. And with respect, I don't believe that means that they want us to inject politics into everything we do. I actually think they want the opposite. And so from that standpoint, we just believe that if you're breathing, you're our audience, and we don't intend to politicize the company.
Did you see that first episode of South Park, season 27? I mean, did that send shivers down your spine? They came after the president pretty hard.
Look, Matt and Trey are singular content creators, and I think over the 27 seasons of South Park, I think they proved that they're pretty good equal opportunity offenders.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. You know, South Park, I mean, you guys own that. You're going to keep it on the Paramount platform. When it comes to movies and the ability to monetize them in that middle window, which I think you currently have, back to your point about wanting to have as much and control as much content, do you change your approach in terms of films, for example, and say we're going to own them completely and just take them to Paramount?
So I don't think you can put those into one. I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all approach here. I mean, I think South Park is a great bellwether for our commitment to obviously investing in original content to grow and scale our streaming platforms. But when it comes to movies, I'm thrilled that Dana Goldberg's my partner for 15 years, in partnership with Josh Greenstein, is going to be running Paramount Pictures, and it's a remarkable team. We actually won a competitive project yesterday with James Mangold and Timothée Chalamet that we're thrilled about, which is really all the credit in the world to Dana and Josh. And we're going to invest into our studios business, and next year Paramount's going to have 6 to 8 movies. We want to get that to 15 by 2027, and then also we are looking at how, like, we do believe in windowing. Right. So we think it's important for there to be a window on Paramount Plus, but also believe that there's significant value to be created in a windowing process.
In terms of third parties.
Correct.
Yeah. Your father, how involved is he going to be in terms of your running of this company?
So, look, I have a great relationship with my dad. He's obviously the largest shareholder here. I have the vote, and am obviously in running the company day to day. But I literally talk to my father just about every day about the business. He's been an unbelievable mentor, and I think if you look at his track record of long-term value creation, he's a great person to have weighing in.
There's no doubt about that. And finally, David, when you and I sit here, and I hope we will in the future, how should I and how should the viewers at home who perhaps own the stock measure your progress? What do you want us to measure you on in terms of whether you delivered on some of the promises you've made today?
So I think when you come back, you want to look at, we need to obviously have significantly grown our studios business, significantly grown our streaming business, that we've effectively restructured the company, and that we've really built platforms that are competitive with some of the best that are coming out of Silicon Valley.
David, appreciate you taking the time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
David Ellison, Chairman and CEO and controlling shareholder of Paramount. Want to point that out as well. Carl, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Still ahead, the news of boosting block shares this morning and what crypto has to do with it. Plus some new numbers out on New York City's pension fund. We're going to break down the top holdings with former mayoral candidate and city comptroller Brad Lander, who cross-endorsed Mamdani, as you might remember, in the primary. Later on, some new comments from OpenAI Sam Altman on the company's path to profitability.
This early, I know.
As a big hour of Squawk on the Street
These
continues after
motherfuckers
this.
don't wake up usually. What up, baby? No, I might have to. Staple pop? I would like that. But even then, today's not bad, bro. Even with the Russia thing, that's going to prep up the weekend, but we'll see. Unity and Micron, they were down how much last time? Wasn't Unity red the other day? I think it still is. No. Wow. It's still in that range. Eli Lilly's still dropping. That's actually the crazy part. Because look, healthcare. So you got, and then Uber flushing $1. But yeah, you got all of it. Focus. I know, bro. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. I gotta do this, bro. Bro, what if I have to drive to the farm right now? Do you guys want to go mobile? I don't think I can. Maybe in like a couple hours when it slows down. But then I don't know what that Uber is. Trump, tariffs having huge positive impact on the stock market. I tell you, it's good. Look at Uber, Tesla. Wow. So Trump talking now. I don't know if it's True Social or not. RCAT UMAC Army drone to build marketplace for soldiers. What was the other one? Katos. That was the one this morning. They were doing very good. I always confuse Katos with UMAC. It sucks. I try to do the driving with the Cyber or the Starlink. It doesn't work. All right. 632. All right, man. Yesterday's high was 6389. You were right there now. So we're either going to break this and then get back to the Powell zone. And then remember, this was Jerome Powell. This was Jobs. So, and it's crazy you're still stuck in from there. But now, if we could get up, you'll have a little bit of range. And then if it's going to be a good day, it'll be above 6,400. So we'll see. I don't know. Someone asked me the other day on nuclear. I don't know how nuclear is going to, or how if oil goes up or down, I don't know how that'll impact the price of nuclear. Because again, let's say we were talking about with the Russia, I don't know where nuclear fits into that, because there is still just a lot of demand, but then a lot has been front run, but then a lot of demand. Ain't that? Snowflake. Remember software yesterday towards the end of the day? Oh, I forgot about Win. They had earnings. Yeah, Eli Lilly, just day 2. You guys remember like UNH, and you know, once they hit that breakdown zone, it just starts to get a little sour. TRU. TransUnion. What's the other one? FICO. Why are those up? Okay. Quarter. Yeah. P-Core. All right. Like I'm saying, this is the high of where you opened yesterday. It'll get a little sticky here. You're either going to get above here, and then 64 is the next one. So if we make it above here. But like I'm saying, man, I think you guys stop asking, though. We have the counter says 4, why we're going up or why we're going down. But yeah, I think this is I think this works. I think it all still applies to the watch list. Was it Intel? What do you mean was it Intel? I like Intel, but even then though, there was Intel, the Intel drama, they kept talking about it this morning. I heard somebody on Bloomberg, they were saying it, and I kind of agreed with him, because they were like, it is a little weird that Liputan, like, he has a lot of China connections. Like, he owns a bunch of gigantic like Chinese companies. So they're like, people were just talking about, you know, even though Donald Trump is like, you know, you're fired. I don't like you. You're fired. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, bro, guy's gonna, you know, try to get what he wants, but there is like a weird, like, you could objectively, homeboy is like tied to China monetarily more than most, and that's where it does, like, it can present a conflict of interest depending on how much he valued his money, if you really wanted to look at it that way. Ran a company that sold the chips illegally. Yeah. Debatable, allegedly. But yeah. But yeah, I'm surprised Intel wasn't. And then Eli Lilly is just getting. It's not as bad. Dude, remember, yesterday was down 20% or something. Yesterday, this was its biggest move down in one day in 20 years. But yeah, this is what, again, every single one of these names have done this. So like UNH, and once they go through the like cratering, you get like a day or two. Regulator lists robo-taxi license on website. Thoughts beyond healthcare? Watchlist. The Watchlist will have everything for you. Directly for that topic. In depth. In depth. Alright, man. 7-4. It's early. It's early. It's not bad, though. We got through the first hour. Again, I think it's a little bit of melt. The Russia stuff was kind of weird, but other than that, yeah, get ready for the weekend. I know, at 7 a.m., get ready. I said it, chips too. If you could get, Amazon was just dragging us, but really the chips, I think that would help you with the run up. But the Russell came up, and Dow and Russell are matched up now. NASDAQ's a little light compared to what it could have been, or where it was. It's a little closer to the SPY, but yeah, it's still, we're just kind of melting away. It's giving me front run vibes for Tuesday. That's all. Just like the stakes are going to rise till the CPI. That's why when it goes up and down, it's like, what's happening? What's happening? Just, dude, nothing. But then by Tuesday, this is going to be the entry price for CPI. Did MP come back? It did it. I don't even know. I could go down more and come back up more. Literally, he's done that every day. Hold on, I gotta do this. All right, give me a sec.
Know any New Yorker who wants Donald Trump meddling in our elections and clearing some lane. This is a time, I believe, for New Yorkers in general, certainly for New York Democrats, to rally behind Zohran Mamdani and help him win in November.
What if you made of Mamdani's efforts to maybe bridge some misunderstandings with the business community in some high-profile meetings?
Yeah, look, well, I've heard good things out of those meetings. And, when the New York Times asked him, what's one thing you've changed your mind on? He said private sector housing production. He knows that if you're going to get a more affordable city, yes, we want a lot more genuinely affordable housing for the lowest income New Yorkers, but we need more housing overall. It's got to be all hands on deck. I think he's going to be a good mayor.
Do you think the budget can support Zohran Mamdani? I mean, $115 billion, as David just mentioned, and he wants to pay for free municipal buses, free daycare for all New Yorkers from 6 weeks to 5 years, subsidized grocery stores, build more subsidized housing. I mean, if you're looking at a budget that's already the size of the one that New York is currently experiencing, how are we going to afford all of those things just by raising taxes on some of the wealthiest New Yorkers?
Yeah, well, some of those things don't require tax increases. You can use density increases to get more housing because the real estate values are high, and you cross-subsidize affordable housing with market rate housing, as we've done in the area around the Gowanus. But he's been really clear for some of the things, like let's take universal childcare. We'll need Albany's help. But that's a good investment from Albany, and I don't think, what people are excited about. If you tell people we can get every 2- and 3-year-old into good childcare, have more parents working, help those kids succeed, that's a good argument for raising revenue in Albany, and that will be necessary to be able to expand childcare.
But how much would taxes need to be raised for all of these programs?
I mean, look, that's the debate you have. He's laid out a set of plans. If you want to get to universal childcare, so every 2- and 3-year-old has a seat, that'll cost something, but I think New Yorkers want it. You can't have everything all at once, especially if the Trump administration is making cuts that mean that we've got to just keep the budget that we have to cover those teachers, cops, firefighters, sanitation workers. But if you tell people we could have a city that provides universal child care for every 2-, 3-, and 4-year-old, what we'll have to do is modestly raise the corporate tax rate or the taxes on the highest income earners. I think you'll get support and you'll still have a thriving city.
Brad Lander, a lot of cross currents on the federal, state, and local level. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Really enjoyable. Thanks for making the time.
Breaking news on some Fed headlines. Let's get to Steve Leisman with those details. Hey, Steve.
Leslie, St. Louis Fed President Alberto Musalem speaking this morning in the Mississippi Delta. He says that given where the economy stands today, it seems appropriate to maintain the policy rate constant for now. He says he's open-minded, but he says there's a reasonable probability that there may be some persistence to inflation from the tariffs. That's what his concern is. He does acknowledge there are risks on both sides of the mandate and has to think about the size of the miss. But right now, his point is that the Fed is missing on its inflation target and not missing on the employment target. He says economic activity is stable right now. It's not increasing, it's not decreasing, it's just stable. He says employers out there in his district are holding on to workers. Here's of shortages of skilled labor. Construction is constrained by immigration changes. So he's a voter this year, and he is not on board with the sort of change that we're hearing from some members of the Fed, that maybe they're more willing to think of a cut in September. The market obviously priced for one, but he's talking about maintaining the policy rate. Guys?
Yeah, and that comes against this backdrop of stagflation creeping into the vernacular increasingly. Steve Leisman, thank you. Still ahead, the path to profitability for OpenAI, according to CEO Sam Altman. His comments to CNBC right after this break.
Musa. Tesla. All right. I might have to go in and out. I'm going to try. I got to figure it out, you guys. I'll let you know in a little bit. I might have to go. I might stream from the car. Shinebaugh. No proof that Maduro has ties to Sinaloa. Shineball has ties to... You don't remember that? Can we talk about it, or are we gonna get shot? Y'all don't remember how Shineball won? You don't remember when like 50 potential candidates were murdered? I can't believe I'm even laughing when I say this. It's actually really scary and tragic. You don't remember that? Right when Shineball won, that it was just like a murder spree of all of the other candidates? Did we forget about that? I didn't, but I don't know, like I stream offline. So I'm like, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know if she's cartel. I just think she had really good defense. You know, maybe she's just a survivalist. No? Okay. All right, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's just really good at keeping it low key, bro. You know? Like, I don't know. Just I don't want... What was the number? Can someone get me the accurate number? Like, because I think it was 80 people. I want to say it was 80 or 40 something. Every time you mention it at the auction house, they look at you crazy. Well, yeah, I be like tripping out. He's like, okay, got a 100, looking for the 200, looking for the 300, 300. Trump is on the Epstein list. I get a 300, 400. Shineball's in the cartels. I have a 400, 450, 454, 500 sold. What the fuck you just say? 34 candidates were killed. Yeah. All right, wasn't that bad, but still 34 human lives is insane. All people running to be president. Like, that's crazy. Microsoftian. Sound is going up still. Again, that was earnings. That's up third, bro. So many 20 and 30 percenters up and down. All right, and SPY coming down a little bit. 37 and 50 of the relatives. Yeah, so it was like 80 total. That's still crazy, bro. But yeah, that's how Shineball won the victory royale, apparently. I guess that's how it worked, and I don't know. I don't know what she did. I don't know how she did it, but she survived. Oh, Microsoft, I keep putting that one up. I keep seeing it. ERJ. Yeah, bro, Mexico. I love Mexico, bro. I think Mexico is such a great country. Like, and I think they're going to do great things. It's just that it is really like, it's just drugs, bro. Drugs and corruption is really bad. Like, that's why, like, I do think Donald Trump pushes some things for his own agenda. But, like, you know, they're not lying about the drug thing. And, like, it's very, like, it's just a lot of money. That's what I'm saying, and you don't have to even make it, like, it's just money, dude. There's a lot of fucking money in Mexico. It's both the drug money, the resources, everything, bro. There's a lot of, like, monetary value in Mexico, and there's a lot of monetary potential. But that's why it's been plagued with corruption. That's the thing, bro. God willing, if you ever eliminated corruption, like, if through the cartels... Oh, dude, you would have, Mexico would be, I think it would be way better than Canada. Like, no, exactly, literally, bro. They got beaches. You can vacation there. The people are great. You have almost every natural resource. It's a nice place. BAC, those financials. Micron now too, and CMC. I thought it was CNC. And Albemarle. They don't go unless they have to. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just different there now. And, like, it's still a nice place, but you could tap a lot of potential out of Mexico if they were able to get that there. That's why, I mean, Scheinbaugh, you know, people were excited but for her, and I'm kind of excited for her in a way, but so far, nothing has changed too much. But then again, people liked AMLO a lot in the beginning, and then by the end of it, they hated AMLO. Alright, bros. The low ticker is active. So we spent the first, honestly, it's kind of weird, but then again, I'm glad because no one's like, why are we going down? Because you just went 1 hour straight up. And then we had some of the like Russia shit, and then we hit a new high, and then we were right above the resistance. Remember, I showed you those levels there, and there's no guarantee up or down. That's why just don't be confined to anything. And then yeah, it's already just now coming down there, but I don't think we're getting much. You're just now getting one way down. There's still some work here on the high ticker, but generally now, let me get you guys a checkup. I think it's that time. $23 green on the Dow, 7 in the red. NASDAQ 100, 69 green, 32 in the red, not bad, 31. And then SPY, 331 green, 170, 169 red. Not bad. So yeah, you got like 60, 70% green right now. And that's after this too. So I bet you it was probably 80% green not too long ago. Albemarle again too. That's up 5. Damn, that has to be the MP effect. My player. MP. That's why. Do you guys see it? We talked about it last night. Shout out the Watchlist. Remember I was saying, bro, I was like, MP is either gonna just rip or top out. But that's why I made it free within seconds, because that play was being so annoying. But yeah, so we got it free. I just made it free. I still got a couple more, but yeah, that's why MP is just not. It's so annoying, but it does that. But that's why, like, I would make it free right away. And once you get the shot, and then you ride whatever for free, and then do whatever you feel like. But yeah, they're back up. They're back up great now. They're actually up more. The fuck? I got a good feel when I sold them, but yeah, no, the MPs are juiced a little right now. I think everybody's picking up on it. I think the market knows what's gonna happen. All right, it's not too. I got way more for it. I got an extra 100 or 2 per contract. Well, that's what I'm saying though. But even with what I said on the watch list, even looking at it now, just keep in mind that like if it could get past those 80s, and then before you know it, if you're like mid-high 80s, it's going to 100. That's just what happens with these hype plays, especially one with the government and Apple. But other than that, if not, this could be like it could top out for a couple months because it's already went. Dude, this thing was at like $8 or something. So yeah, that's how I'm viewing it. That's why I made my plays free, and now we just ride. And if it works, it'll work. If not, if you think it is gonna lag though, take your money and chill for the quarter. Google. Vale. And remember, Vale is not American. It's state-owned, might I add. I think 20% by Brazil. So yeah, just somebody brought that up with some of the oil stuff, and I'm like, nah, it's foreign. And then Vale has a history of just fucking everybody. One day it might be good, but no. And then I'm not a big fan of energy. Why did look at gold and oil look exactly the same today? And then bonds haven't really made any headlines, even though the long end's down 0.5%, despite, I think, some rate cut odds coming up. And then equal weight's dumping a little harder now. So I don't know if you guys noticed, Apple, Google, probably keeping you up, but equal weight has already given up all day. So the non-tech has already went up, hit resistance, and then just came back to open. And Wally World's climbing a little more too. Goro as a gold rare metal play. If it's a miner, I'm probably gonna say no. Yeah. And it's 50 cents, dog. Come on. So I'm gonna at least tell me NEM. But so I hate all gold miners. Look at that. See, me talking about it gave it the most volume of its day, brother. So please don't do that. That's trash. So equality is the name of the year, or the word of the year. So we need quality. Sweet green's looking nice. Let's see what price after the dust settles. Okay, you just wanted to take it up to the line, huh? All right. At least I know you watched the watch list, damn it. I see that man watched the watch list. He pushed it up to the line, you know. It looks nice, but you know, at least he came a little bit prepared. So I could do that. I like that. Not really, but I'll let it survive. I don't like gold miners, unfortunately. It's funny because like Peter Schiff like them now, and like some people, but I just don't trust humans. I love gold. Like you guys don't notice the shit. You don't see it. I love Bitcoin. I don't trust Wall Street. I love gold. I don't trust humans, the miners in Wall Street. Do you see what I'm saying? There is some good things objectively. There is some objectively good assets and opportunities, but yeah, you gotta. There's also a middleman. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a middleman. So that's the problem with some of these types of plays, and that's where it's like I don't want the middleman on Bitcoin. I don't want the middleman on gold. I want the asset. And you should too. That's how, that's the acquisition. You want to acquire and own the highest quality asset you can. So that's why it's like, you could invest in someone's business of acquiring that asset. You guys see the difference? I've been talking about monetization of Bitcoin in that stage, but does that make sense when I say it like that? You could invest in someone's company and they're going to go, and their company is about acquiring the asset, but that's different than owning the actual asset. I need you guys to get this. If you're not, this could change your life in many ways, because then maybe you'll become the guy who does you're the one who does the company. I would rather you do that than giving your money to that guy. Does that make sense? I would rather have all of you make a company and be the middleman rather than paying the middleman, because that's what you would do. You would either go for the asset or you're gonna sell the service. So that's how I view them all. And it's not, that's why I think it contradicts, but it makes sense. Because I love Bitcoin. I love gold. But I hate some of these services and products and how they're going about it. It just, I don't think it works there. Yeah, I think if you have big money, it's good. Energy, commodities, if you have big money and you're looking for stability, then yeah, you can make it work. But other than that, none of my career was built off of that, and I'm glad. It didn't. I don't think it would have got me to where I'm at if I was. MU. That one just keeps climbing again in a video. Equal weight is SPXEW. I don't know if you have to do a money sign on TD or on E-Trade, but go to TD and put SPXEW. This is the equal weight. That is the S&P where every name is equal rather than one name, because Apple, Amazon, Google are big. So they could affect the normal SPY way more if they move a lot. Equal weight just values them all the same. Owl. Oh, it looks way bigger though. It was at 2. It's only at 2%. Oh, RSP. Yeah. That will work too. And it's showing you the same. That's what I was saying when equal weight. I was like, bro, it hit, but then it already came back to open. RSP will work as well. Yeah. So this is an equal weight SPY. And then TD, you could use SPXEW. Giggle. All right, you're coming back. Literally, you had that, 30 minutes straight down. Now we're bouncing. And then you got 20 minutes till Euro close. All right, remember I was telling you, if NVIDIA could go, that's going to help. Now you have Amazon dragging, but I think Microsoft is the other drag too, though, now that I think about it. Not as bad. And Amazon came back up. Nah, you're looking good, bro. So that's it now. The things that were kind of slowing you down, I don't think healthcare and staples. Yeah, look, equal weight and staples aren't really playing along still. But either way, you get NVIDIA and Google and then Apple. That's going to keep this extra quarter point up. Even Apple's at the high, damn it. Yo, those Apple plays are up. I already made it free, but I'm selling the rest of the free ones. They expired today. All right, yeah. Remember, if you got that after earnings, we played a continuation. Those hit. They will actually, they're about to be in the money. So if you want to gamble it, you can, but if it falls today, those are going to go to zero. Wawa. Kava's on the low. But yeah, watch that. Apple's very, very interesting. Like I'm saying, some of these plays, bro, you're like $1 from being in the money, and they're ripping. But if it drops, you're gonna lose. That play was very stubborn, and then it's hitting now. So be smart with it if you didn't make it free at the last one. Oh, is it about to be an all-time high on the video? Nice. NIVDA. S&P rating revises Stellantis to negative. Uh-oh, hot dog. Where is bros? I kind of want to. If I end up having to leave, I'm gonna get bros. I don't think I will. I think we're good. I told you last night I had to go. I was supposed to go to the farm because I have somebody coming there, but I forgot. I was so late. But yeah, I was able to get. That's why I just went away to get somebody to do some shit. So we good, bro. One day you'll be able. I know some of you volunteered yesterday, and you guys were even local, but I even said it in the video. I want to get it set up, and then you guys could help out. Because the first time, I want to welcome you to my home. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to work. I want to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not close to the canyon fire, bro, but, dude, they sent me a picture. It was so sad. Because, like, the property has an amazing view. And it's a killer view, and I love it. But, dude, there was the fire from Santa Barbara. It was clouding the sunset. So I don't know if you've noted, dude, that fire is huge, but they sent me a picture and the sun was just blocked by smoke. And I was like, what? It was sad, bro. But yeah, I'm not near it, but the smoke is in the air. Or like, even at sunset, you can really see it. Farm help. Oh, get ready. I can't wait to welcome you, baby. Woo! Oh, your pool. I didn't even think about that. Narrow, what up, baby? I can't wait. Just get ready. But yeah, so after we get the ball rolling, get some people out there, once the location and we do all that, then you guys start helping out. For now though, we're just gonna chill a little. Yeah, I don't know why. I think the drop correlates with the Tesla Texas cybercab stuff. So that's what I think it is. Is anyone making Uber plays? No. So narrow, you should try listen before buying the membership. Cause yeah, no one's gonna even post plays in here like that. I'll give you info and it's on your responsibility to act on it, but we don't want this to be a pumping room, influencing, FOMO, all of that. So you could ask a question and we could explore if it's not on the watch list, but yeah, be wise. Asmol. I can't believe it's called Asmol. That's the name of it. And y'all didn't even know that. Usually y'all know all of them. Calm. Micron all day, bro. LNG on the low. is actually where. Oh, I put UNH. I meant UNH actually going. I meant to type in UNG. And then oil stayed pinned, and notice oil and gold look exactly the same right now. And then ARM on the high, it's up 2%. Is that Expedia giving up? No, they haven't moved yet. I've been saying ASML my whole life. I know. It's ASML. So mind-blowing. Early philo? I might be down, bro. Bro, today's philo is going to be crazy, though. So you guys might not want to be there. Like, by the end of the philo, bro, you should probably want to Kanye me and lock me up. You're going to think I'm cuckoo. Amen. I don't know if y'all can handle the philo, but I think I have to so that you have an example to think freely and think for yourself. I think the duty has been placed on me. Don't get in membership. Well, actually, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Okay? But you guys might need to buy some memberships today. Because I got a little aggressive on the bands this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're at 11 right now. Today we're at 11 bands. But, hear me out, without any advertising, we already have 13 new members. So we have new members more than bands, but... So yeah, we gonna need you a little bit. Oh, Malcolm! He heard the call. We needed you, brother. And now you're here, baby. Let's go. Amen. Oh, Andy, are you kidding me, Malcolm? Stop it. Stop it. He got one and then gave one. Oh, my gosh. Benny. Let's go. There you go. All right, there you go. Well, we weren't at a deficit. We had new members more than the bands, but it was getting close. But there you go. The chat pushed it over the edge. There you go. See, it's positive. Surplus, dog. Surplus. Economics. It's economics. That's all. That's it. And honestly, bro, I've been trying to make this clear, like, for real. I'm not going to correct you, okay? I'm going to raise the standard, and we're going to have the highest standard possible. I encourage you to look at a ban as a pruning process and enjoy it. And what do you think was going to happen? You know that? Y'all asking for more stuff, you're going to get more responsibility. And guess what? If you did good, you're going to get pruned even more. So I encourage you to vibe with it or let the pruning move you to where you need to go. And call it a day, baby. No, most of the bands though today were like plays and pumps, and then a couple of the obvious easy questions, and then I think 3 distractions just off the morning. Black Scholes, yes, that's what all options are derived off of technically. We actually have a Josh Scholes model that I created almost 10 years ago. The Tesla, no, they got a cyber cab license from Texas, I think. That was the only thing that I saw. EWH? Who's that? Hong Kong. I was like, wait, I don't know that one. And then Spy coming down, odd considering NVIDIA. You had NVIDIA and Google Juice, but not enough. Data Kelba. Yo, Datadog is getting murked. What is this, Habibi? There isn't a criteria for the next Kobe. No, I saw your comment. You were saying what sector? I don't know. But it's going to be high quality. That's really the criteria. It's going to be an extremely high quality name. Like I said, bro, like we have, like, think about it. Our portfolio, we have Netflix, Meta, and JP Morgan. Those are some crazy ass names, and we have them at some of the best prices known to man. How? You see what I'm saying? I think we just got to demand it. You get, oh, dude, Rose! Let's go. Thank you, guys. We're good now. We're good. I love it. I love it. Thank you. And let's go. It's Chad. And let me tell you this right now. Your membership is worth nothing if you cannot think for yourself. Do you understand? An accurate thought is one of your most critical, important gifts that you have. So use it. I don't care what group you're in, what you buy, what you don't buy. You need critical and accurate thought. Independent and accurate thought. That's it. Okay? And that's what I'm saying. That's something we got to get. We got to work on it more. Because like I'm telling you, bro, no compliments. I don't care you a member. I love you. Some of you know that. Look at why the fuck are we waking up? Why, you know what I'm saying? Dying, making watch lists. Why? You already know. So that's what I'm saying, though. Now, don't let that be a distraction that makes you not think independently and accurately. Okay? Amen? Amen. Let's go. Feed me, Seymour. Deva. Let's go. Thank you, guys. And Rose. I love all of y'all. Let's go. Save them for later. I'll tell you when, okay? Because that's it. Now we have 36 new members with 11 bands. See, there you go. Now it's not even close. It's not even close. Oh, PJ. All right, man. I think we might. We get Euro close here. We're already kind of getting a little distracted, but I do think the market, like I've been telling you guys, dude, just give me the first hour. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, low-key, when nothing's happening, we move a lot in the first hour. That's what I'm saying. We may not get the opportunity. I don't want to sit here for 6 hours and all the best plays were there in the first hour. So now we're getting through it. You know, it's going to chill out a little bit, but at the end of the day, you know, be focused on why you're here and what you want to do with it, man. And thank you all. And thank you all for I hope y'all ready to go to the next level. Are you? Welcome, Diamond Fist. Oh, I'm down actually, bro. Do I need to go download it? I'm down to go get the Battlefield beta. Yeah, we'll do that after the bell. Or like maybe in the middle of the day. Yeah, I'm down to go get the Battlefield beta. Y'all run it. Yeah. My shit is lagging. Mr. Piatos. Let's go, baby. Birthday? Whose birthday is it? We got a birthday? What? What? Oh, dude, my pinky is fine. It fully healed. Isn't that crazy? It like hurts a little bit, but it's not purple anymore. It got smaller. I could bend it. Yeah, bro, I'm good as ever. It's available on the 9th. Oh. Is he in another country? Can I stream it? If I could get it, I will try. I don't know. I heard about the game, but yeah, you know, and it's Friday, so we'll chill a little bit. And I think we'll probably get into Philo early. Let's see Euro close. So Europe's about to close right now in 5 minutes. You're holding the top end of the first hour move, and then we'll see. It's either going to sell off or get us right back up. Again, 64 still on the table, or we could go a little lower. You You could watch a video and it gives you a code. Will one of you do it for me? I don't want to do it. President Scheinbaugh asked about New York Times reporter said government was informed that Trump order had nothing to do with military participating. I don't know what that's in reference to. Do I recommend working for Fidelity or Charles Schwab? Whoever pays you the most and gives you the best benefits. Yo, Fannie Mae news. Officials believe offering could value them around $500 billion or more. I don't know what the price is now. Oh, they don't have options, huh? Damn it, I kind of want to do it. We're always late on this one because it's been front ran. But yeah, bro, they're saying 10x. That's coming out now, bro. Government officials preparing to IPO Freddie and Fannie later this year. They are saying $500 billion. This is an exclusive. You are getting this early, brothers. That's crazy. You have to go shares. That's the only way. FMCC, both of them, FNMA and FMCC. That's huge, bro. It just sucks because if you have, I've been tracking this from the beginning of the year. It's just like it has a huge front run, and then you could only trade it a certain way. I think, did they halt it yet or no? No, where's the other one? FMCC. Where's Fannie Mae? Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh! Only limit orders. Alright, now I'm gonna wait. Now you guys know what I'm gonna do. I like it. You could only do shares. I don't like the 18. I'm gonna go smaller. You can't do a market order. I don't like the front run, but I think they're gonna pump it. It's not, no, I just tried to do a market order. Oh yeah, okay, it works. Alright, yeah, it worked. I did it. I got 100. I'm top ticking it. I don't care. Only 100, literally $1,000. There's no options. You don't know which one I got though. It worked. You can't. It's a OTC stock, bro. They're thinking it could raise 30 billion and value firms at roughly 500 billion or more combined. That's what I was saying. I was like, all right, let me just get a small one. But then it wouldn't let the order go in. But I didn't realize it was OTC. But then again, it makes sense. This has been around longer than me. The existing shareholders will probably get paid. It'll probably transit. That's why I'm saying I'm grabbing a small amount. So literally, I have 100 shares. Not a recommendation. You will lose money. Be careful. I'm top ticking it. It's up 18%. If I didn't take 3 minutes to decide, you probably would have got better. Airlines too. Delta and UAL. Yeah, largest shareholder. They already are the large. They already own it. That's the thing. Just at one time before the government got involved, remember, it was owned by banks. And it was owned by investors. And the government had to save everybody. So yeah, based on the price. That's what I'm saying. Even if it comes back down, I'm going to lose $100. Do you understand my sizing on this, Chad? Because I know you're like, why the fuck are you top ticking it? Because it's 100 shares. So welcome. You can't trade options on an OTC like this. So if it goes back to where it started, I'll be down $100. That is the general idea. That's why we could hold it, play it how, but really I'm just looking for a headline on this, and then I'm going to flip it probably by next week. Or if we really get details on IPO, we're going to run it, and if the deal makes sense, that maybe that 100 shares might get me something worth more. But I'm not thinking of how much to make. I'm thinking of how much I could lose. Do you understand? So you size it right, you have nothing to worry about on this shit. Or you ignore it and fade it. But that's what I'm saying. The only time you're going to get fucked on a 5 minutes after getting the exclusive is if you're just sizing too big. And then again, if this hits and it goes crazy, you're going to regret it for not sizing big. But remember, you would have only lost $100 unrealized if it did go against you. To see 5. Oh, what? They're only going to sell 5 to 15? I didn't even read the full ass article. I'm not going to lie to you. It's over here. It's on the wire. That's where I saw it. But I'd say people are going to circulate this. And like I'm saying, wait till next week. And that's probably going to be our exit. I'm not going to touch this for the rest of the day. We got it so fucking early. And we knew the situation in advance. If you were watching the watch list at the beginning of the year, we brought this up. That's why I don't like it up here. Because this has been in development for a really long time now. So, yeah, but that's the news you want. No. They're going to sell 5 to 15 for 500 billion. So they're going to sell like 30 billion to give it a 5 billion, not 3 trillion. But then again, if they wanted, remember, these guys own a lot of shit. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, bro. That's a lot of government loans. Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae. Okay, you're at VWAP. And Euro close. Would you guys like to do a push-up? I want to do a push-up. I need to do the toe workouts. Oh, man. And I need to go to the bathroom. I own Q. Pop. Big pop. Yo, I own Q. That looks like news. 3% off, or maybe 2. I don't know why. Yeah, you can take it if you want. I'm not. But that's popping 2%, 1 candle. All right. And then Tesla still. And then SPY coming down. We're Staples. Uber on the low. Okay, Freddie and Fannie coming down. Kind of. All right. Get a push-up in. I'm going to go to the bathroom and push up. Not at the same time, but I'm going to see if we could get some propaganda.
Do you think? Because so many people wanted to use the app that maybe we hit limits quicker than some anticipated.
Well, we're trying our best to keep up with demand, serving infrastructure at scale at 700 million users, and then millions of developers and many billions of tokens per minute that we process is not for the faint of heart. Thankfully, I don't have to do that part of it, but we're doing our best to make sure the rollout is successful, and we're hoping that by the end of the week here, everyone gets access.
Your job description is more about building the enterprise relationships, the partnerships. I also think about the partnership you have with Microsoft, and Satya Nadella is out there really talking about integrating already and how excited he was for the product. But there's a tension in the relationship there. I'm interested in what you think the progress being made. Sam Altman was on Networks talking about progress being made with the relationship going forward with Microsoft. Can you give us a timeline about when you think a deal will be done and the future of how they interact with your product, and more broadly, how much ownership they continue to have in the business as a for-profit one?
Yeah, well, we feel really positive about the relationship with Microsoft, and they've been a great partner throughout the history of OpenAI. They've been with us from the beginning, really, since before ChatGPT. Obviously, have been a huge infrastructure partner for us with Azure, and so we expect that to continue. We see no future that of OpenAI that doesn't include Microsoft in a significant way. We've got to work on what that future looks like together. We're in that process with them right now. We feel very good about it, but we think also ultimately there's the world is really big, and the demand for these systems and these models in the enterprise and in consumer is significant, and so they represent not only an infrastructure partner for us, but a great partner to be able to help distribute and bring the benefits of the technology to the world, given the size of their footprint. So more to work through there, but we feel good about it, and like I said, I think when we're standing at the finish line of all this, they'll be there with us.
Meanwhile, Mustafa Suleyman over at Microsoft is busy in the tussle for talent. So too are plenty of other rivals that we understand. Mark Zuckerberg busy. And what's interesting is, well, you as one of those long-tenured employees and staff over at OpenAI remain committed because of innovations such as this. But what about the liquidity that we're talking about bringing to some of your, people that you work alongside? How is that going? We understand there might be even a $500 billion valuation involved in what is a secondary sale of your shares to the likes of Thrive Capital.
Thrive Capital.
Yeah, well, nothing there to share here, but we continue to see very healthy demand for, on the investor side for wanting to be, I think, part of the OpenAI journey and mission, and we're very grateful for that. And on the talent side, look, I think OpenAI was founded as a nonprofit. It was founded as a mission-driven company to be able to build general intelligence that's beneficial for all of humanity. And we haven't strayed from that mission. I think ultimately that's what attracts talent. Is people want to work for a project that's bigger than themselves. No one's
asking me why.
Something that's going to be impactful for us and for humanity and our species. And so
I just watched the Equal Weight
I think
too.
That's the thing that ultimately attracts people to
now
where
you
work.
have Russell doing the weakness, and then you still got those plays would have went in the money if you kept it. I bitched out. I took my 100%.
The mission, at the moment, you've got something that's generally intelligent. But it's not artificial general intelligence, Brad. When do you get there, briefly?
I've sworn off making predictions in AI. It's too hard. The curves are too steep. But I think we feel really good about the rate of progress. GPT-5 is a great representation of how we start to make progress on little things. Things like, for example, being able to have the model dynamically reason and decide how much it wants to think about the problem that you ask it to solve. That's something that we do natively as humans that previously our models couldn't do. So it's these little steps forward that we think accumulate and ultimately get us to something that will be truly remarkable.
What the fuck?
I like Cap talking about
Damn, I whiffed
GPT-5.
it.
We thank
you would have
so
made
much,
500%. Dog. I was like, all right, if it goes down, I don't want to lose it. But then again, see, just like I was telling you with Fannie Mae, I went for the safety, but then you're going to regret it if it goes up. But if that dropped 50 cents and it expired worthless, you would have been pissed.
Whether it's been the onslaught of earnings, which we're going to be talking about.
Post holdings, 5%.
3.3%. Want to know about what's happening in the rest of the industry and indeed the market.
It's lower volume, but it might be something. I'm checking now.
Risk-off tone. You have to keep.
I think I'm done for the day. I don't want to play anything else. We're doing good.
It's not just semiconductors.
Got our
There's
profits.
been in the
I took that shitty Boeing, everything else
bars as well. Huge volatility on the course of the day.
Basic there. This is post earnings, but that's a big move. It's post earnings. I wouldn't.
Within this trade desk is
it looked like something, but I don't see it.
Its earnings underwhelmed significantly. Amazon competition, Pinterest off after its earnings, but Instacart trading higher. Expedia, after Airbnb managed to underwhelm, Expedia up more than 4%. We bring you Akamai next, though. Tom Layton joins us, the CEO. This is Bloomberg Tech.
Is it Bloomberg Tech? Is that Intel? Oh, it's NTCL. All right. But yeah, that post one, I think it's a dud. Just post earnings move. And then Fannie and Freddie. And then again, you guys see the market here, so be prepared. All right, we gotta hit the... Gotta hit the towel, bro. The towel work. Uber's still dropping. Yeah, banks did decent. We might even hear some banking regulation stuff, but other than that, I think this weekend, Russia oil stuff, and then before you know it, it will be Tuesday. OpenAI COO hopes everyone gets access to GPT-5 by the end of the week. Cisco. All right. And then Datadog still dropped. Remember, that one got wild. I don't know what it is. It's only an extra 1% from the first time we saw it, but still kind of doing that. Europe is closed now, so give it another couple minutes, it'll settle. But yeah, so even then, Euro close, that's where you got more of the dump. You closed that VWAP, held the first hour move. It's not bad. I mean, Nasdaq's up 0.6, Russell just went negative or about to, and then it's chilling at 0.01. Dow's a little weak too. We've been looking at the equal weight. Yeah, that thing's right there. I forgot about crypto. Yeah, Bitcoin is down. No. What about Ethereum? This was Ethereum's day. Damn, Ethereum, it's up 1.5. So you've given up half of the gains of Ethereum on the morning. So yeah, remember we just had this little start off. Everything ran up, gapped up, went up for no reason, and then now we're right here in the middle. Oil going back up too. What about gold? Yeah, they're inversing now. Remember, they were exactly the same after the news. So we had that update about a peace deal or Ukraine deal. I don't think it's going to happen, but you are going to get something related to that topic over the weekend, I'm assuming. God, chill. AMD went red. And then Nvidia, that was on at the high anymore. And then Amazon's back to coming down. Would buying and operating a cleaning company fall under a real estate profession? Just read it out loud. But no, it would not. I read it in my head. I read it, but when I read it out loud, I'm like, what do you mean, bro? But no, it's a cleaning company. So real estate is just buying and owning property and monetizing property. Short-term rentals, Airbnb. That's like a pseudo real estate, but cleaning companies, I would not qualify. It's a real estate service. I just paid cleaners for the farm, bro, and it was expensive. These little move-in cleans, bro. So God bless them, bro. I was like, damn, but it's not real estate. It's a good business though if you get it up and running, and then you get the commercial contracts. It's fire. We had one Trump comment today. I forgot what he said, and then the Russia-Ukraine stuff. It's just hard to get the contracts for cleaning, because you could make a good small cleaning business and do very well, but if there is some cleaning contracts, bro, we're talking millions of dollars. Like some of these big ass buildings in your downtown, they got crazy cleaning contracts. So that's where you get there's a big money cleaning side if you want to get into it. Yeah, I think it's janitorial maintenance service, not necessarily real estate. Yeah, Longevron, it hasn't been the same since we were, ever since they changed it all, but that was a fun one. Reddit. No, dude, the window washers is getting replaced by AI. I saw one. Bro, you know what it is? It's a drone. And it's so much smarter. Because why would you send people on these buildings to clean the windows? You just send a drone. They have windshield wiper drones. So, it's a drone that flies up, sprays the side of the building, and then just... And that's it. Yeah, it's because it's hard. It's a hard job. To get up in that little box thing, go all it's scary, it's dangerous. Yeah, you got tactical cleaning drones. Manage the clinic, the guy made $1 million cleaning. Yeah, bro, it's real. All of those, go to any downtown, every one of those big buildings has a cleaning contract for janitorial, cleaning, maintenance, all that, and it's big. You guys have at Aria industrial tall Roomba vacuums? No way. How tall are they? Taller than... I think I've seen it, but I don't know if that was it. Neon. Remember everybody went crazy over the neon? That narrative died quick. This thing's still up. I was at 2022? No, not even. They did a split. It plays music. That's a subwoofer, dog. OpenAI will no longer let conversations be discoverable on Google. Oh, that's good. That's the thing. OpenAI, if you have you ever shared a chat GPT bot? It shares all of your info. It's really odd. So yeah. And then did you guys hear about the update? Some people are mad about it because now there's limits on the chat. It routes your query through a different router. So you might not get, unless you're a pro user on ChatGPT 5, you're not going to always get the crazy reasoning model. It's really weird. I saw someone explain it, but I mean, I haven't used GPT in a while. I've been using other things. Oxy. Whoa. What the fuck? Look at that. The high ticker says 44.86, but it hasn't loaded. High ticker said it was up $1, but the stock hasn't moved, and my other quote is saying it's not. That could have been a glitch. Just keep eyes on that. Keep eyes on Oxy. Maybe even oil. That's what I was saying, but I showed, like, look, the high ticker says 44.80. Usually it's that it comes through, but yeah, I don't see anything. It might show up on TD. Yeah, see? Go to your TD, it'll show that print. So probably a fat finger or a glitch, but there was a real print that came through $1 higher. Reddit, bro. I forgot the play we had. I don't know if that hit or not. I just took it. NVO is back, 51. So not too bad. I don't know if Eli Lilly's still dying. That healthcare was doing good, but Eli Lilly move kind of dragged it a little bit. And then Guild, they're still up on good earnings. NVO's on the high ticker now. And then bonds are down 0.5%. I think the yen was down 2 earlier. No, actually, bonds are doing worse than the yen. Bumble on the high. It's only hit 5 highs, 9 highs of the day. So that's new. It's still red, about to go green. Bro, Apple. I'm not even gonna look. I'm gonna look. Cause dude, I got 100% and I was stoked. Cause I was like, dude, that play was gonna die worthless. Oh, they're almost 1,000%. Oh, Albemarle too. That's part of the MP shit. Dude, that's crazy. It's fun. Snow, yeah, software has been randomly doing it. TSN on the high. Again, some of these names, some have been running all day, but some of them are fresh. I've seen a couple names with like 10, 20 highs. Okay, you're back near the high. Equal weight starting to move a little too. Everything kind of. Again, it was like 60, 70% in the green already. I don't think that has changed. Yeah, 2010 on the Dow. 62. A couple names went red on the NASDAQ. And then 303 in the green on SPY. All right, man. Apple's taking it home. That's carrying everything. Again, Google is up 2, but now you have Apple up 2. See what I'm saying? So now both Google's up 2.5. SMX, I just saw that one moving to small cap, 61%. And then SPY's getting towards right back above Euro close. So as Europe settling, the SPY's just right back to where we started. ALB. Again, Bitcoin started off good, or started off bad. Ethereum was good, but they're both now about Apple. Money. HCA. Fucking Apple. Now it's just fucking with me. But nah, that one's gonna be the next one. If you could get Amazon coming back up, you'll be golden now even more. But even Nvidia, but now Google and Apple, I think that's your bigger effect here, because RSP equal weight, the gap is getting a lot bigger. It was a quarter, now it's almost 0.5%. The tax, I'm not a tax guy. I would just contact your tax professional, and please do that, because everybody fades it and tries to ask me instead. But I would just get started on that right away, because I cannot help you with that. No, some of you, I gave some good updates on it. I think some of you took the risk and got paid. I'm glad I took 100%. Should have been 1,000, but that was a play from a week and a half ago. Watchlist. Literally just went up another $1, yeah. Keep that one up. Where's Freddie and Fannie? Sweet greens, that didn't really move much. It was really low in the morning, but they didn't have one of the, it wasn't even like TTD stopped moving, but it's slowly coming down. Elevance, that's your healthcare. I don't know if UNH still up a little bit. And then the staples like held. It just looks like RSP now at this point. Trump-Putin summit tentatively scheduled for end of next week. That is coming out now. We had the first report on the other stuff. Again, they were saying that little peace deal. Yeah, the intel. Remember, we had a comment
than
earlier.
he expect. And the question is, does this
talking about
indicate
it.
that something has, broken loose behind the scenes where progress is possible, or is this sort of the opportunity to at least have all sides at the negotiating table and begin what might be long conversations?
And real quickly, Eamon, are there economic differences between a ceasefire and an actual end of the war?
I mean, I think the key is going to be U.S. sanctions, right? At what point does the U.S. say that's good enough for us? We're dialing back all of our sanctions. There are a lot of hedge funds and private equity firms, who won't go into Russia anyway because they view it as too volatile.
An hour ago, he had some
There are
rant
some who
on
might
True
want
Social,
access to Russian oil on the global market,
Baba,
outside of
that's
the sort of gray
fresh.
zone where it is now.
Yeah,
All
Baba,
those things could be
right on the
affected by
day, like
US
I'm saying.
lift sanctions, and that'll be a decision for President Trump.
I'm noticing, like, you see here the count. There's just a couple new names. That's what I'm saying. Baba 30, 20 highs, 40 highs, you know? It's like you're seeing it. So that's what I'm saying. A couple of things have developed here recently. Otherwise, just kind of the same strength off the morning. Details not set. Down in spot chilling. Welcome to Friday and the end of the week, bro. This one, it was a good week for how calm it was. There's still got some good earnings excitement, but yeah, man, next week is where that's gonna be the good stuff. Because remember, I just had Friday on my mind the whole week. Not this Friday, but last Friday. Remember that jobs report and the firing and the resignation. That shit was crazy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We already talked about the Intel CEO. That's because he owns China companies. Like, actually. Like, big ones. Big. He owns a lot. Knowing if volatility is back? Kind of what you saw in the beginning of the year. If you remember when, like, shit would happen and then the market would just throw tantrums? So when a bunch of shit would happen for no reason, volatility's coming back. So again, it's the literal scientific word. This being able to go from one state to another state very quickly. All right, that's pretty much what it's volatile. And that's kind of what we get when it's happening, where it's like one thing can switch it. Or again, like even this week, we had the big non-farms, big Powell, and then you're up 2% for no reason. And then you gap down 0.5. And then you run up 1%. Then you open up 2, then you're down 0.3. And then you gap up, then you run another 1%. So it's like we're starting to move more off of nothing. That should kind of highlight it to you. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of brewing up here, but like I'm telling y'all, don't be fooled. The real volatility is going to be the day. All that matters is the economy. I'm telling you, the moves in the meantime and chasing the other stuff, you can make money and go after it, but keep your eye on the ball. Don't forget what it is. That's why, like, emotions and everything, just like, bro, the reality check is on Tuesday. You're going to either confirm this front run and keep ripping, or Tuesday going to end it. And then we're going to go do that until Jackson Hole again. So, yeah, I think it's fun. Oh, what up, Josh? Thank you. Let's go. I should tell y'all, man, the membership, you get the watch list. But then you also got the Jesus talk. So I don't know if y'all want to hear the Jesus talk, but that's what you are signing up for too. And I appreciate you. So yeah, I had to throw out the disclaimer. And then too, if you are, I'm gonna ban everybody that don't really want to work. So if you got a membership and you have a real serious question that's not already been covered, you know what I'm saying? And like you want to really get into it, you have a lot more space to operate here in the chat. So I would take advantage of that. And that's why I'm saying, come prepared, watch the watch list, show me that you're really locked in, bro, and we can explore any topic you would like. I would love to help. David! Dog, now we're pushing the damn surplus now. Horn. That's for all of y'all, bro. You know that? All of y'all showing love. That's crazy, bro. Harvest is plenty. The workers tell them. Amen. Oh, thank you, all of you. And that's why, man, I hope it has fruit. I don't even have to hope. I know what the seed will produce. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Amen. Susanna? AIR. I meant to click that one. And SPY's coming up. I mean, you just had a fucking 1% rally on Apple and a couple of others. So, yeah. Sell it. You told me to. You're the one who told me to. I will sell it. I didn't know. I didn't know they didn't know. But then again, it's good. I like people to seek it out and find it. That's always a good time, you know? Something about the discovery. Bed Bath & Beyond relaunches first store in Tennessee, Nashville. Yeah, I saw Reddit there. That was another one we cut early. About commodity prices forcing some into Chapter 11. Oh no, I haven't heard of that. But then again, though, I think if that's what's killing them, I think by 2026, man, they're gonna get some good tax breaks. Dude, it's insane. Like all of the tax benefits that come with the farm, it's unreal. Now, granted, I don't have a full operation going. Right, I don't fucking cook and I don't plant shit yet. I'm not like, we don't have anything going on, but so I don't have the same operating cost. I don't have commodities, all that, but dude, it should help them. So I don't know, if you know a lot of farmers, make sure you tell them to utilize that, because it's unreal, bro. Farmers, if you're a farmer, you have some of the best tax breaks in the world right now. It's actually crazy. So I just discovered that by buying a farm. So you should, put them on game, if anything. Because, like, you could expense all of it. So if you're even have a crazy commodity cost, you could expense it. Not to mention the grants, too. What do I think about put plays? My brother, I just told you what was going to happen with the plays, and I told you to listen. So, no, I don't have anything for you, brother. Sorry. Listening would have saved you the $5. So that's why, if you guys don't know me yet or you don't understand it, I would just listen before buying a membership. Maybe a week of listening. But yeah, otherwise, I think listen first, community, and you'll get a lot more. Like I'm saying, if you come prepared, show me you watch the watch list and we're talking about new stuff and we could tie it with the context of what we've already prepared with, and I know you did that, oh dude, let's go, I'm here. But other than that, it's not, I'm gonna leave you to discover your own plays outside of the watch list and everything else. We don't want to influence. Damn, that Apple's up 1,000%. Even for the long term too, I don't want to influence too much, because you know what to do with the long term. All of our long terms are working and kicking it. You didn't have to do anything. How I'm operating this year should show you how easy it is. That's why, to tell me you don't even have to be that locked in. We only did 2 things. It's still killing it, dude. And we were killers, still the best in the world. We're the hottest in the world right now. Just touchdown in SMB land. So yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's easy, simple. You don't need to review it. You don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all are overcomplicating it. We need clarity, just accurate thought, independent. So if you're following the rules, I know exactly what you're doing, and it should be good. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know it. And that's why it's like, and we will all know it. We'll all know the diamond when we see it, and everything else in between. Unfortunately, this was a year that if you weren't prepared leading into it, oh yeah, I'm sure you're trying to, people are scrambling and they're trying to, that's why I'm like, bro, we made a good choice and we prepared really early and we're reaping the harvest. I don't have to plant, neither do you. And unless you didn't plant, Do you not get it? If you have more than 20% cash and you didn't plant, yeah, you got to go find good things to plant. But if you already did, you're riding the wave now, and we're going to get something even better. So that's why I'm saying, like, long term, you don't even need to ask me, because I think you guys just need to go back to the rules and follow the plan and what you're even watching me do. And if you are watching the watch list and watching the stream, you're watching me even maneuver the questions, and I'm showing you what I believe and what I don't, and what plays we want and not, and we're planning and preparing. So that's why it's like, you don't need a review. You need to know the rule and stick with it with a level of obedience that matches your will. Oh man. Shiogi plans to build antibiotic factory to avoid tariffs. Just everything, man. I love my own stream and watch list, and I think it's great, and I'm glad that I have thousands of reviews. But at the end of the day, it goes deeper than this YouTube channel, man. Like, I'm telling you guys, at no other point in my career, and I hit flash crashes, bro. I turned $2,000 into $250,000. I bought Bitcoin at crazy price. I've done a lot of shit, dude. God, and it's all because of Jesus. I don't take any credit. So let's not go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to tell you, I've been alive, I've been in this game, and I've seen a lot. And what I've seen right now, I see more people unprepared than any time in my life. That's all I'm telling you. Y'all can take advantage of it if you want or not. Go ahead, do whatever you need to with it. I'm just saying, people are not, dude, they're so out of the loop, and I'm not just talking this channel. Everywhere. And that's why I'm saying there's a reason why it's like, I get why people are front running how they're front running, because there's even another front run on the front run. And it's crazy. But it's just to highlight, bro, there's a lot of people have drifted in the last 5 years, and now people aren't preparing and acting, they're just waiting and reacting. It's different. You know, they're not planning, preparing, and executing. It's just everyone's just waiting and wait. It's just the literal adjective of a drifter. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, guys, listen, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm trying to actually, some of you might thank me at another time once the dust settles, because, dude, you have a weird opportunity where people with more skill, more money, more everything than all of you, they're not ready. And even some of your peers are not ready. And that's why I'm saying they're doing anything else but working, but preparing. So I encourage you to lock in. Yo, UNH in Humana. See if we get a rumor. The next step is accurate and independent thought. That's all. That's why I'm saying, I don't know how you're going to get there or not. I think we're doing good, but it's not going to be, you can't rely on just me. You need yourself. But then again, too, you need a focus. You need to focus on what you are really trying to accomplish. You want to be a day trader for a living, you want to buy a house, whatever, I don't pick. But what are you putting into it? Focus-wise. And like I'm saying, this is a weird opportunity where a little extra preparation might just secure you a lot more than you ever could have had. I mean, think about 2020. You know, if you were prepared for that moment and really took advantage, some people got set up for life. So it's just one of those things where, like I'm telling you, I'm observing, then you see it with the moves. If some of you have watched every second, you're seeing some weird shit. There's stuff we could be really prepared on. And just, I'm watching a majority, and then again, even the other stuff in the news, not even related to the market, there's just a weird lag and delay, but just again, there's a lack of preparation, and it's actually stark. Trust yourself and learn to be accurate. That's what I'm saying. Because when I said this to people 5 years ago, and I said, trust yourself, they started trusting themselves with dog shit. It just was inaccurate. You get what I'm saying? So you need to make sure your standard is there and focus on accuracy and accuracy of quality. You get what I'm saying? Don't use your independent thought to conform. Don't use your independent thought to follow a crowd. It's the best advice I could give you. Arm on the high again. UNH and Humana. Humana took a bigger one, and now you got the SPY. So yeah, healthcare is ripping off of all of that. Healthcare is starting to pick up right now, and Staples, but this time it's healthcare more. But there you go. Staples got their candle, and banks, everything. I think low key. Look at low ticker frozen. You got very, very broad rally right now. 30 second, 1 minute, 5 minutes. Not fully maxed out, but you just hit a new high. Zelensky says we should all support U.S. constructive efforts to reach ceasefire. So Ukraine, Zelensky talking positive. Q's on the high. And then BMNR, see if Ethereum goes. Yeah, SPY's kicking into gear again. And the hotels. Remember, I wanted Hyatt yesterday. It wasn't a shot. Debate about your long-term picks, but privately. Don't influence, please. You guys don't see even, I think some of you have better intentions, but do you see how your comment could be read? Do it private. Action, not talk. Action. Dude, I'm gonna keep action. I don't talk is cheap. You get what I'm saying? I've seen it too much, a lot today. You guys, you're getting banned for it. It's not good because that's not what we're saying. I don't want you to just sit here and talk about what you want to buy, and then someone's going to not say a word and be like, I like that. And then they're going to buy, and then they're going to think that's not the rules. That's not the plan. You know what your plays are. You have your opportunities. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. You act. Action. Exactly. You speak, you create influence. It's that simple. Amen. You all have influence. You're all important. Amen. Nice. You see? All right. BMNR and healthcare. I don't know. I haven't looked at Ethereum yet. It is almost time. We can go. I'm down. Hapo! Oh, dude. I really thought that was going to go. I was like, man, I know what they about to do. But nah, they wanted me to regret that one. Lunsky says we should support it. That's the same one. ChatGPT is part of today's philo, but AI is being built for me. I can't tell you. I could tell you how I'm using it, but I can't tell you. Because I've already shared it a lot, and I'm not going to touch on it. You have to go back to December of last year if you really want it. And that video is available. So, other than that, I think AI isn't what you think it is. Let me put it this way. A lot of people think it's the end. I just realized it, but they're building it for me. It's a stepping stone. And when I say me, that's all of you who have independent and accurate thought. And it's actually not necessarily exclusively for me. But yes, it is a very critical tool. But it's not the end, if that makes any sense. Did IONQ remember that little pop? And then UNH again. I already have that up. No, it was right before. It was December, right before, because I did it right before NVIDIA announced it. I had a talk on AI, and I told you everything I use. I told you the superior one. I gave everything away. I gave it all for you guys. And it was right before Jensen was even talking about AGI and the physical ramp and all that. It was right before the December NVIDIA meeting. We had a full-blown conversation on it, and I was showing Chad stuff. So, yeah. All right. Let's set this up. Oh yeah, December of 24. Yeah. Asmol. $2. One candle. No, ASML is Asmol. It's literally how you pronounce the name. That shocked Pepsi. That shocked me when I found out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this was the IP. It's already down? At least Fig got an extra day. We didn't even look at this one yesterday. I didn't even put it up on the screen. I refused. Fuck you, Wall Street. Yeah, I said it. But yeah. They did. I think it was like earnings and some of the chip stuff. Remember the chip export? And then even Apple. It's not pronounced Arkita, I know, right? And I'm the one figuring out Asmel. That's crazy. Apple! I don't even like it anymore. You know why? Because Eve ate the apples. That's the only way I could justify selling too early. Other than that's the only thing I could be like, Josh, Eve ate the apple. You didn't want it anyways. You didn't want it anyways, even though you had it and called it out and took 100%. If you just put, oh, Josh, Eve ate the apple, Josh. Eve ate the apple. Look away, Josh. Knowledge, good knowledge. Eve ate the apple, Josh. You don't need it. It's up 1,500%. I love it. All right, let's go to Philo. Y'all ready? Pow, now, now, pow, 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 da, pow, pow. Everybody long term, pow, 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 pow. I'm doing the Control V with the beat. Grinding. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I'll see you at Philo. If you don't want to listen to Jesus talk, then be free, brother. You know, you're not required to. And no one, we still love you. But be free. Be free. Be free, my brother. You understand? Be free. Be where you want to be, how you want to be it. Don't you ever be around anything you don't want to do, even if it's Josh. So amen, bro. Be free. All right? So if you want to listen, I would love for you to be there. But if not, I would love for you to have freedom as well and do what brings you joy. Not what bothers you, not what pisses you off, not what triggers you. Just freedom. Be free. Do what you would like to do on this beautiful Friday. And the day you woke up with air in your lungs, to be free. Amen. Thank you, veterans, too. So, I'll see y'all there. And, peace.